I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you a knowledge-based question on scalar and vector projection. The question here is, you're given vector A as 3 minus 6, 2, vector B as 2 minus 7 minus 3. There are three parts to this question. A, find vector projection of A on B. Part B is, what does the magnitude of A on B depends on, and what does the direction of A on B depends on, right? That's the question for you. So let's kind of understand these two vectors. Let us say we have vector B. For simplicity, I'm just drawing a straight horizontal line. So I'm calling this as my vector B. And let us say we have a vector A, which is kind of like this. Let's say vector A. In that case, projection of A on B is this. Let's say this is O, this is N. Then ON is projection. I'll say this is ON in the direction of B, right? So that becomes the projection of A on B, right? Now, there are many ways to find vector projection, but I'll not use the straight formulas. I'll just use a concept here. We are trying to find vector projection of A on B. So what we will do here is that, let's write down vector projection of A on B. So basically, vector projection of A on B is the cosine component, right? So A cos B. Is this A? This is B. AB cos theta, which you can get by dot product. Is that okay? So it is A dot B, and direction is magnitude. We have to divide by the magnitude of B because, right, that is the magnitude of B, times, since we are interested in vector projection, unit vector B, right? That is to say, B vector divided by its magnitude. Is that okay? So that becomes the vector projection of A on B, right? So we can now calculate. Now this is square of the magnitude of B, perfect, and that is the vector B itself. So A dot B will be 3 minus 6, 2 dot 2 minus 7 minus 3. And this is like magnitude square, right? So we could write this as of B, which is 2 square plus minus 7 square plus minus 3 square. Right? Because we are square rooting and multiplying again, so we'll square it. So it's like only that. Is it okay? Times the vector B, which is 2 minus 7 minus 3. Is it okay? Now, this is a scalar quantity, correct? So let's get this. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 6 minus 7 is 42 with a plus sign now. 2 minus 3 is 6, minus 6 divided by, now square of square root cancels out, so it gets 4 plus 49, 7 times 7, 3 times 3 is 9, times this vector 2 minus 7 minus 3, right? You can always use a calculator to find this answer. So this is 42 over, let me write down. Okay, let me squeeze it in here. Okay, let's write on here. 6 minus 6, 0. So we have 42 divided by 9 and 9 is 18. 18 plus 4, 22. 2, 4 into 6, 62. 2 minus 7 minus 3, okay. Well, this could be simplified a bit. 21 over 31, right? So you could write this as 21 over 31 times this vector 2 minus 7 minus 3. Okay. You could actually do further, you could write everything in the brackets also to give this vector projection of A on B. Perfect. So that is your vector projection of A on B. So we have answered part A. Now, let's look into part B, which is what does the magnitude of A on B depends on. Now in this part, this is just the direction, unit direction. Magnitude of A really depends on magnitude of A itself. I mean, magnitude of projection of A on B depends on magnitude of A, and second, angle theta between A and B. So it depends on two things. One, it depends on the magnitude of A, and second, the angle between A and B, that is the angle theta. Perfect. Because cos theta is 0 when theta is 0. Cos theta is 0 over theta is 90 degrees, then the projection will be 0. When theta is 0, cos theta is 1. Second part is, what does the direction of A and B depends on? So the direction of A and B really depends on direction of B, right? So we'll write unit. It's always in the direction of vector B. So unit direction of B, which is the second part, right? So that is the direction part. So this is the direction part, which is unit vector B. And that's the magnitude part. Do you see that? AB, A dot B is AB cos theta, right? Let me write down here. A dot B is AB cos theta. Correct? Since we divide by the magnitude B, BB cancel. So we are left with theta and the magnitude. So that was for part A. I hope that helps you to understand how to solve such questions. I'm Anil Kumar. You can like my videos. Feel free to share with your friends and post questions. Thank you and all the best.